Hey, welcome everyone. It's Tuesday night, 11 p.m. Eastern. It's another live podcast edition of Anime Talk. Tonight we have a special guest, so let's get this started right away. As always, it's me and Aeroblip.
Sup?
And tonight we're joined by a always favorite special guest, 2DT.
I'm in a closet.
He is in a closet. Come out of the closet, 2D. Come out of the closet.
All right.
No. But that's our joke. We don't need to hash that anymore tonight. We did that twice already. It's getting old. So let's get to some news here. First up, I guess before we get to the news, we have a text message and voicemail line. You can leave us a voicemail at any time during the week. You can text message us during the show. Remember that standard voice and text message rates apply. And the best voicemails we receive during the week, we will play on the show. So come listen in. Don't leave us a voicemail, and we'll go from there. Anyways, let's get to some news.
Okay.
First up, voice actress Saito gets married. She's a young 32, I believe. Still doing many voice actor roles. Thoughts, guys?
Actually, I checked Anime News Network, and she wrote this really lovely message. Let's see if I can pull it up. Yeah. She doesn't have like Twitter or anything like that, so she put it up on the main website. Is it okay to read?
Yes, go for it.
Okay. So, Saito was blessed with fate and have entered my name into the family register. My partner is a man who works at a regular company, and he is a sincere man who's so gentle and kind that I feel he is almost too good for me. I want to walk along the path of life with him and create a happy family where the smiles never end. It's good.
Sounds like something right out of a romance novel.
Right?
But she's a very famous actress. This you know her as Henrietta from Akari. And you can see by the picture on the right, there are many other roles she has played. Now, question, there's a lot of weird fanisms over voice actresses. Do you think that her being married will impact her popularity?
Nope, I don't think so at all.
Because
here's the thing.
You guys know what I'm talking about, right? People get weird about this kind of stuff.
Well, no. There's a difference between voice actresses and idols. Like, idols can be voice actresses, but usually voice actresses, as I've learned over the past few years, is that they're treated like in their own separate category. I mean, in the past, like they've gotten married before. They usually don't make a big deal of it. So that's why that's why this is actually news, because this is the first time we've heard of it. But even then, like, most people who are married or even have kids, it's not really a big deal. Because, a few months ago, Makoto, the voice actress who plays Makoto for Idolmaster, she announced that so she'd be taking a break. And instead of everyone getting mad, like, oh, she's not pure, all that stuff, they actually just congratulated her through multiple means of media. So, like, it's not like AKB0048 kind of crazy, but at the same time, it's a little more toned down, to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think, she will not become less popular, but I imagine that getting married and starting a family will result in her retiring, much like other voice actresses do.
Okay.
I mean, more or less retiring,
I'm not sure about that, because how long have you been going around?
She married? Oh, man. I'm so sad.
So.
I'm so sad.
I thought so.
My life is over.
Considering her age, I thought she was married. But, I mean, what I'm trying to say, though, is that, like, there are quite a few voice actresses out there who are up in their years, but at the same time are still doing it. So she may teeter off a bit. Like, so instead of, this season she has 3 anime. She's in 3 different shows. So she may not be pulling that as often as, like, in the coming years, but she'll definitely be around. She's way too popular to not get a job.
Completely agree. All right.
Yeah.
Next up.
Yes.
Creamy Mami gets funded.
Oh, God. Mami. Okay, can I just say something? All right, so it's gotten to the point where I've muted any mention of Creamy Mommy on my timeline because you guys are just so insanely dedicated.
No, I
It
wouldn't
is
say
something
you
else.
guys. I would say there are a couple individuals in particular.
A few.
I think most famously, I think it was ABCB Tom would be one that
Hmm.
was nothing but spam for Creamy Mommy.
And it worked. It worked. That's the most amazing thing.
That's true. That's true. Now, this was a magical girl show from the 80s, if I remember right.
Hmm.
I know very little about this show. I barely follow magical girl shows myself, so I have no background on this.
Well, sorry guys, just a second. Let me get out of this closet and we can. Oh God.
All right, I won't make a joke.
I seriously, I'm just dying in here. Oh God.
So wait,
Okay.
So,
Creamy Mommy, what is this about exactly?
see, that's the thing is, I'll be honest, I have no freaking clue. Other than ABCB Tom was nothing but all of this for the part of, what, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
I think so. Well, Creamy Mummy is actually it's kind of a more fashion-based magical girl show.
Okay.
And I talked to somebody recently, and I don't know if this is true, but they say that in general there's this kind of revival of the goth lily aesthetic, and that might have something to do with Creamy Mummy's reemergence.
Oh.
Yeah,
I'm
it's a
getting
very.
education right now.
Hmm.
I'm trying to do a quick research here because I thought maybe
How
you
is-
two would be able to talk about it because I don't know anything about it.
Oh, I don't. No. Here's the thing. I'm not against magical girl shows. I just, if it's before the 2000s, I just don't care.
I'm kind of like, if it's before 2012, I may not even care.
Like
Oh,
if
guys,
it's not
Sailor
HD,
Moon was 1992.
yeah. I mean, there's one exception, and that's Cardcaptor Sakura. So
Oh, here's something
Sakura.
unique about it. This was the first of 5 magical girl anime to be produced by Studio Pierrot.
Mm.
And the first of these to feature designs from Akemi Takada. It aired from 1983 to 1984 on Nippon Television.
Okay.
Just kind of throw
Actually,
that out there.
that's something interesting. I'm pointing right now and nobody can see, but the fact that this is done through Anime Souls, which is it's kind of a crowdfunding project, so I understand, to bring back old series on DVD, and it actually worked. This time it worked.
wait,
That's
time
kind
out,
of
time out.
yes.
So when you say funded, are you saying like it's not a reboot? It's just released to DVD.
Yes.
That's correct.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah,
thinking,
We're not even getting a re-air of this.
So
I
the
was
really
thinking this was like a Gatchaman Crowd, so like it's like a reboot
Oh,
of the
no, no, no.
franchise.
No,
It's the actual.
no.
It's just the old series brought back. That's the amazing thing. So, people care about the show from 1983 enough to raise money and bring it up.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So not everyone's like you, with Mr. Pre-2000s no good, you know.
Just saying.
I watch a lot of classic shows, but like Magical Girl is so far down on my list of things I'm trying to catch up on from pre-2000 that I will probably never watch this. I'm terrible.
I don't know.
at it.
This could be something your daughter would like.
Oh, I no doubt she'd like it. But I still have things like Prince and all kinds of other stuff before I get to this with her.
Guys, there appears to be some kind of sound issues, being choppy.
We're being choppy, huh?
Who says
Yeah.
this?
It looks like Grumpy Angie and Welcome Unknown are carrying on a little bit on Twitter.
Oh.
Well, it's okay. I suppose we'll just do our best.
Yeah, they probably have protected accounts because I can't see anything from them. So
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
if you don't post in the social stream, we can't know these things.
yep.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Gotta use the screen on the right to let us know.
Yeah.
I'm not hearing
Yeah.
anything back. I'm also not. I can't listen to the stream because it echoes back through and broadcasts everything you guys say twice. But anyway, we'll move on here. I think we've rehashed me enough.
Yes.
God, how is that not a hentai?
I don't know, dude. I thought it was okay. I will admit, I thought it was a hentai when they first started talking about it. I'll be completely honest with you guys. Completely honest. I thought it was a hentai. So,
Fair enough.
all right. So next up, Keys Monogatari this fall.
All right, I'll take point on this one.
Go for it.
So, So one of the audio studios, so you know how anime studios, they generally work with like a lot of CD distribution studios as well. Anime singles and all that nonsense. Well, apparently one of them, I forgot which one off the top of my head. The story's on Crunchyroll, but one of them posted saying that one of their singles for Kizu Monogatari would be coming out this fall. So a lot of people are speculating that this may be a slip in PR or something, but Shaft may be finally giving us Kizu Monogatari, albeit a year late. But the main thing is that we could be getting Kizu Monogatari, especially since Monogatari's second season will be going through summer and season. And one of the stories will air like almost like a TV movie. So, I mean, anything that's just more Monogatari 2013.
Mm-hmm. Can you do a quick pitch?
Do it. Okay.
No, you need to pitch to me because I really want to watch these Monogatari things, but I stopped my now. I couldn't stand it. I just couldn't.
So, my Snail is one of the slower arcs. In my opinion, is one of the slower arcs of the Bake Monogatari. After that, it definitely does pick up. But for me, like the strength of the series lies in the character interactions. So with Koyomi, with all the other girls, and especially when you combine it with Shaft's visual style, let's say. Don't forget, Bake Monogatari is essentially made Shaft. We see this today. Because Jimbo's been doing often these experimental type, styles. But Bake is the one that really stuck with people, is the one that really defined who he is in the industry. And to be honest, like, combined with the clever wordplay, and actually what I personally like is a very awesome love story. You get a fantastic series.
I like that. The love stories are good.
Yeah, so if anything, if you really don't want to trudge through it all, and you just want to butcher how the franchise is in your eyes, just don't watch the episodes, but watch episode 12.
Sure.
That's if you really want to ruin it.
Let's give it. Okay. All right. So we're getting a lot of audio complaints. Okay, guys. Can you do me a favor and type things? Hold on. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm working through it. I don't know. I don't hear anything on your guys' end, so.
Okay. So I'm just gonna. Okay. Sorry, Alex. Hello? Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Okay. Lunch. All right. You guys. Okay. So, everybody on the social streams, thank you so much. Just keep telling us when you have problems. Okay. You just refreshed right now. Lovely. So, Roblox. How's it going?
It's great.
How about your life?
Dude, it's in shambles right now.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh no. It's not a broken heart. It's I can do this if you want to, but it's not a broken heart. It's more or less I'm traveling a lot lately, so I don't necessarily have a permanent nest. So
I see. So it's a little hard to find a partner.
Exactly. I mean, I can pick up girls. It's just I can't settle down with them. It's kind of hard.
Oh, you bad boy! My gosh.
I know, right?
Then again, when we met in Boston, you were very charming, I must say.
All right, guys, I'm back.
Oh, hi.
We'll see if swapping two devices being Netflix will help.
Oh.
So happens when you have 3 kids, right?
Oh, they're cute. It's okay.
They're not cute at all. Hopefully that'll clean things up. I got a very nasty look when I told them to turn it off, though, so we'll see what that gets me later.
Wait. You sound a little clearer.
Sound a little better? All right.
Okay.
So, MBL says if you refresh, it works better, but I don't know.
All right, everybody, please refresh.
Yeah, I wasn't seeing any drop packets, so it was hard to tell, but the bit rate went up, so I think we're good.
All right, so I will start this again.
Go for it.
Kizu Monogatari. So I don't know how much people did not get, but the point is what I'm saying is that Kizu Monogatari, which was originally announced in 2012, has not officially been announced for 2013, but one of the audio studios that partners with Shaft and Aniplex and Lantis. I think it's Lantis that does the CDs. Or it's Sony. I think it's Sony. One of the audio studios essentially dropped that Kizumonogatari would be coming out this fall. They didn't specify an exact date, but the fact is that it would be coming in the fall season. So this leads us to believe that, given how Monogatari's second season will be airing through the summer and fall, they could essentially release it during that time period.
Okay, so this is mostly speculation.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's mostly okay.
Yes, it's mostly speculation. But the important thing is that 2DT needs to watch this because the couple in this is so incredibly adorable, and it's probably one of my favorite anime couples of all time.
Okay, all right, I'll give it a shot.
And like I said, if you really want to butcher the franchise, but you just want a cute love story, just watch episode 12 and don't even watch anything else. I guarantee you, if you watch episode 12, you will come crying back to me saying that this was the most beautiful anime ever.
Oh, I look forward to that.
I mean, that's what jumped. This is what jumped Bakemonogatari into like top 3 personal favorites of all time. Was that one episode? So,
I'm just interested in seeing the prequel. They hint at it all the time. I want to see what actually happened, full form. I've never read the light novels, nothing like that. I want to see what they've been hinting at for the better part of 3 series now. You know?
Yes.
So
True.
this is the prequel that sets it all in motion.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. We're talking about sales.
Yes.
Generalized volumes because there's no official data. We're just getting rough early estimates, just so people don't come hammer on us later. And look what's number 1.
Yay!
Madoka.
Yeah. Madoka, whatever. Yes. Now, is this all 3 discs?
So the Madoka is only 2 discs. It's the first movie.
Just the first 2. Okay.
Yes. The third movie is coming out this fall.
Okay.
So, but I have seen the first 2 movies, and I do think that they are wonderful, wonderful movies. A lot of people think that they're just pure recap and rehash. I do not think that's true at all. I actually enjoyed the movies quite a bit, and I recommend that if you have the chance, you should probably pick this up and watch those as well. I can't say it'll be as good as the original series, but it'll definitely rekindle the love. So.
I'm particularly happy that Yamato is so highly ranked compared to all this, and Volume 6 at that.
True.
That's true. I'm surprised that Railgun is so low. That's really
Wait,
But look at that. Look at the quantity of sales. Though the only reason it's low on this list is because there's so many other things coming out that are more anticipated. 14,000 is a pretty big number.
Yeah, I wouldn't say 4 is low either.
No.
I mean, I think there was about 12 to 15 anime releases during that time span. So between July 24th and now, there were about 12 to 15 anime releases. So coming in 4, that's pretty darn good. But yeah, I'm also impressed.
Nothing here is under the 10,000 mark. So
that's
a lot of sales in one. Well, that's relatively 1 week.
Yeah.
That's a lot of sales.
I'm surprised Orihime still sells.
No, you have those masochists at heart that just enjoy that.
Hey. I will say right now, Orihime was not that bad of a show.
Okay, not that bad. That's
well,
that's high praise.
I will legit say that during the Anime Power Rankings, the last 3 or 4 episodes, it made my ballot. Orihime got good. It went from complete shit. I absolutely hated the first 2/3. But then once I made that turn and I actually started focusing back on Kyosuke and the main people, then that's when it got good. I will defend it to this day. Like I will die. I will go down with the ship. Like,
Take up the sword for Orihime.
Yeah, and as Hybrid MBL kind of rehashed too, there are more on this list that are over 10K if we go past number 6.
True.
So that's a lot. That's a lot of sales in July. When you think about it, it's a lot of things to push.
Well, but for the record, though, I don't know exactly how much big of an influence it was, but the past 2 weeks, there wasn't really anything new coming out. The only thing I can think of that was noteworthy was Attack on Titan,
Sure, that
which had
volume was what, a week ago, 2 weeks ago now?
yeah, but that had massive sales. But other than that, nothing else came out during that time period.
Okay.
So,
Guys, great time, good stuff coming out. We'll see if we ever get any of that here. I mean, Yamato 21.99 has a North American track if somebody would just pick it up and distribute it. Hint, hint.
Yeah.
You guys in your Yamato is I haven't seen it yet, but just the passion you guys have is
For
unreal.
me, I'm a sci-fi nut, just in general. I like sci-fi shows, and this show is great because there's a great plot. It's beautifully animated and remade. You know, it's a remaking of the original series from the 70s. You don't know the dates in particular. I apologize. So they've remastered. It's redone. New animation. Characters have been changed up slightly, which is for the better. Actually, the interactions are better. The plot is great. There's good music. It's just exciting. It's a great space drama. And up till now, let's see, Volume 6 covers up through Episode 22, if I remember correctly.
yeah, and then the last volume is supposed to do the last 4 episodes.
Yep. So 26 episodes in all. The next volume comes out in 3 more months.
Popple!
What's that?
Popple!
Popple.
What?
Popple! Puppy.
Oh,
Puppy.
the damn dog, yeah. that little dog, I have nicknamed it Shit for Brains. So, because it's a little Min Pin Chihuahua mix. And for whatever reason, the dog has grown attached to me, and I want nothing to do with it. Like, I'll sit down, and the thing, like, grows a lump on the side of my leg. Like, it sits so close, I can't separate it.
Guys,
Damn dog.
Joe's being tsundere.
Yeah, I hate that dog. Hate that dog. Anyways.
And once it dies, you will be the first one to cry.
I'll be the first one to bury it in the garden. I'll have the shovel sitting out there waiting. Anyways, moving on.
Let's move on.
Oh,
Jack.
look at you, Hakamori.
What's that?
Nothing, I was just calling you a grave digger.
Hey, so Rocket News came up with a fun little list of unforgettable manga lines. Thought it'd be fun just to kind of pull them up and see what they consider to be unforgettable lines. A lot of these are your basic cliche type stuff, which is always kind of fun to read. So first up from Slam Dunk, the moment you give up is the moment the game is over for you. If that's not a cliche sports line, I don't know what is.
Yeah, it's true. You know, Slam Dunk has this insane, enduring popularity. Didn't it come out in the 80s or something like that?
Yeah, it's pretty old. If I remember.
Yeah, and still, like, people still hold it up as a classic. And so it's, yeah. Well, all these are actually pretty old.
Mostly all these are pretty long-running or old shows, definitely. Next up from Blackjack, impressive that he could kill 5 men. It takes all I've got to save one. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the Blackjack, or read Blackjack, or seen the Blackjack anime, or OVAs. It fits in with his personality, right? He's a very dramatic doctor.
I don't know who that is.
Blackjack, he's the underground doctor.
Yeah, I don't know who that
by Tezuka, I believe.
Yes.
Okay, well, it's good.
Next from Fist of the Star, You're Already Dead by Kinjiro. Classic line. And last up, in the end, I'm just a poop manufacturing machine. Aren't we all? But I thought those were kind of funny. Thought others might enjoy it.
Those are classic lines that people consider?
That's what Rocket News considers unforgettable manga lines.
Let's see. Oh, by the way, it's Kenshiro.
Kenjiro. Did I say it wrong?
Kenshiro.
Kenshiro.
Yeah, it's just spelling. No big deal.
As Arrow knows from quite a long experience, I can't pronounce anything worth crap, so forgive me.
Yeah, just Fist of the North Star family are crazy, that's all.
Oh, yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. Hey, so it's 2D quiz time. We've been collecting all day. So let's go through the first group here, and then I think we've got a few in the social stream as well. So,
okay.
So
yeah, now's the time, guys.
So 2DT, why are you so awesome?
Who asked that?
He's in our social stream today. You can look it up later, but 2DT, why are you so awesome?
Oh, it's just I can probably narrow it down to 2 or 3 people who would ask that question. Because I really love you guys. That's why. I'm only as awesome as you are.
So next question, what is your favorite type of tea?
Oh, that's a good one. Okay, so I like a lot of teas. I mean, I generally am a fan of black tea, but my favorite my absolute favorite is Darjeeling, Rishihara State, which it's Indian tea from the Darjeeling region. And actually, fun fact, it's Belle Bandy's favorite tea.
Who?
So, oh my God, Belle Bandy
Bill Dandy.
from Oh My Goddess.
I've never seen it.
Oh, okay, yeah. She's she's
Yeah, that's
the
one of
main.
those old animes. Yeah.
It's one of
Oh,
ones
those
that's on.
pre-2000 ones, yeah.
Yeah, Arrow's probably never seen it. I've heard of it, but I just didn't know. I don't know any of the
I've heard of
characters.
it.
Yeah, so her favorite tea is Darjeeling, and I found that out. And when I was a kid, I was like, okay, I'm gonna drink Darjeeling. Bill Denny likes Darjeeling, but then I actually liked it. So
Okay.
Yeah.
So this next question's kind of, you can answer it either with what you have done or what you would do next time, all right?
Mhm.
So if you were to
Mhm.
conduct a panel at an anime expo, what would you do? Now, we've already discussed in pre-show that you've done a panel before, so
Yes, I did. I did learning Japanese through hentai with FSHI. That was a lot of fun. People were really excited, and people are really perverted. Yeah, quite an experience. If I had to do but I was the co-host for that one. So if I had to do my own panel, um, I'd want to host a kind of a matchmaking one of those singled out kind of games that they do.
oh,
Yeah,
three
wouldn't
guys
that be
behind the
fun?
curtain,
Yeah, exactly. And they have to
the
like
dating
answer
game.
otaku questions. That'd be great.
Oh my gosh, that would
Um,
be hilarious.
I
Especially
know, right?
if you were the host, that would be, I'd find that pretty fun. I would watch that. That'd be funny.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I remember this AX there was a panel about giving advice to nerds about how to talk to women. No, it was great. It was great. One bit that I learned. He said, nerds or geeks, when we ask out or when we like a girl, we start constructing in our head how the relationship will go, like all the wonderful things we'll do, and all the time that you'll spend with this person, and just fantasies basically. And so it builds up so much that you don't want to ask them out anymore because if they say no, your beautiful fantasies are gone.
Yes, this is
Right?
exactly what so this goes back to what Aeroblip's classic lines, which apparently is common, but none of you have heard it before. Is that you don't put the pussy on a pedestal.
Ah, wow, I've never heard that before.
Oh, Jesus. Really?
Yeah,
Such a line.
okay. No, that
That
makes
is,
sense.
that is the one thing that we, or y'all shy anime fans out there, like, tend to do. Something I overcome through college, but yeah, you don't put the pussy on a pedestal.
Oh, geez. Next
You
question.
don't
Next question.
fantasize that way.
Ladies on the pedestal.
What show has been a
Yes.
surprising favorite for you this season?
Oh yeah, that's right. That's from Angie. Hi, Angie. Well, okay. So actually, I really like Rose and Maiden. It's so good. It's so good. And I'm somebody who.
You actually wanted to take a moment to talk about that specifically.
Yes. Okay. Everybody listening, I'm going to try and sell you on Rose and Maiden 2013. So, I did not watch the first two seasons of the original show, and in fact, I thought it was kind of annoying because it was a big 4chan meme, so I avoided it. And so when this new Rose and Maiden came out, I was very wary about it, and the first episode did not sell me on it. Really, it was a recap of a show that didn't exist, basically, and it was just very confusing and very unpleasant. But from episode 2 onward of this new show, it's very interesting. It's very kind of serious. This kind of quiet reflection on this young man who did not go on an adventure, who grew up, became a college student, and his life did not go the way that he thought it would go. And suddenly he had a second chance to have the adventure that he missed out on, basically. And it's very poignant. And I think people who watch it, especially people in the 20s, in their 20s like me, they might find something that resonates with them. So Rose and Maiden, guys.
All right. Next question. What about the anime Ride Back did you find appealing?
Ride Back. Oh, that's I think in general second chances are just kind of my thing. Because
I
Ride Back.
think we're getting that theme here.
Yeah, because right back, if you haven't seen it, it's about this girl who she trained her whole life to become a ballerina, just like her mother. But then she injured herself and she can't dance anymore. And she kind of feels like, well, my life is basically over. But then it's the near future, and they have these machines called ridebacks, which are like these bipedal motorcycle machines. And she gets on one, and she realizes like that she can do something new. She can kind of make a new life out of riding ridebacks, and it's just being re-inspired is really beautiful to watch.
All right, we're gonna grab some last minute questions out of the social stream real quick. What with the recent remakes of anime fad, what would you like to see remade?
What would I like to see remade?
Yep.
Oh, that's too easy. Too easy. Video Girl Eye. It needs to be redone. It needs to be a 12-episode series, and they need to incorporate in the manga. They have this subplot involving like a dark video girl who is like out to destroy Eye and stuff. And that sort of stuff needs to be in there. And I think a remake would be really wonderful.
So wait, 2DT. Who would make it then?
Oh, who would make it? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, just not like Dean or something like that, because then I would kill myself. But yeah. Otherwise, I mean, like like A1 or something like that. That'd be great.
All right, that concludes all of tonight's 2DT quiz.
Fuck, ask the question.
Did I miss?
Yes, your thought from the social stream. Who's your waifu from
Oh,
Railgun?
there we go. Yep. 2DT. Oh yeah, Misaka Satin-san. I can never say his right. Uharu or Kuroko.
Oh, try that one again, Joe.
No, I'm not going to.
Please.
It's
butchering
okay.
enough
Don't
tonight.
embarrass him.
No, it's just Kuroko.
Kuroko. Yeah. The girl who. Yeah. Which
You said one syllable. What?
No, I'm just going to say something. Somebody wrote an article about her and how she knows amazing math and stuff. And I have to say, nobody fact-checked the article, and the math was terrible. So just throwing that out there. If you ever write an article and you include math, please have some fact-check it. Just the physics major, if you're going to please understand what you're talking about before you start throwing math into it. Anyways, move on.
Waifu. Honestly, with what?
No, you said waifu, raifu, so kind of raifu, railgun. Sorry.
Misaka has kind of grown on me because of like the struggling that she's had to go through in the second season. But honestly, who I really love, Misaka Imoto. I really like her. She's really cute. Oh, I feel so gross saying that, but because she's like 1 year old or something like that. Technically, right? But yeah.
The sisters, you mean?
Yeah, the sisters. They're really cute.
Okay.
Yes.
I think that covers everything. All right. Moving on past the 2DT quiz time. Elevator pitch. Eric, you want to describe this game?
So elevator pitch essentially involves, we always play this game when we have a guest on the show.
That's true.
2DT is our guest today. So what happens is Joe and I, we each have a certain number of shows. This week it'll be 4 shows. And the main idea is that we'll do 45 seconds because 30 seconds was a little quick last time. So we
I'll
have
get the timer up and ready while you're talking.
Okay. We each have, so each of the 4 shows that we picked, we have 45 seconds to essentially convince 2DT to watch the show. And after the 45 seconds, 2DT can ask up to 2 questions regarding like their explanation. And after the 45 seconds and the 2 questions, 2DT will then determine whether he's going to watch the show or not. So if he wants to watch the show, that's a point. And if he doesn't feel convinced to watch it, then you don't get any points. So
Okay. You guys are competing though.
Yes. So at the end of the day, if I have more points than Joe, then I win. If Joe has more points than me, well, we both will blow up. So.
Jeez. It's because Arrow gets this like crazy, passionate, psycho look in his eyes when he starts doing this, and it's hard to say no to him.
1, it's competition, and 2, I'm really convincing.
So I think I relegated myself to going first on this one. So it'll
Alright.
go me, then Arrow, then me, and then we'll keep swapping until we go through all
We'll
four.
snake it.
We'll snake pattern. So first up, let me see what I chose first. Forgot. Oh, Silver Spoon. So have you ever read the Silver Spoon manga there, 2DT or not?
No.
Okay, so you're fresh slate to this. Have you watched anything about it yet?
No, not really.
Okay, so let's do this. Ready to start the clock, Arrow?
Go for it.
All right.
I'm keeping time.
3, 2, 1, go. So Silver Spoon is a story about a boy who comes from the big city, ends up enrolling in an agricultural high school to get away from which I don't know yet because I haven't seen it, get away from something he didn't enjoy back at his school. When he gets there, he thinks, oh, I'm smart, I'll be able to do the book stuff, but then he quickly realizes that he is completely out of his element being a city guy and trying to clean chicken coops, take care of pigs, ride a horse, you name it. He is not an agricultural guy. So it's about him adapting to this agricultural school, becoming a part of the group and learning all about this other part of society that he never knew because he's a city boy. Eggs are eggs, meat's meat. You know, it's all about learning the other side of how society runs and functions. So that's Silver Spoon.
Time.
Perfect. It's what my
Two
Gatchaman should have been.
Shane, you can't talk anymore. We increased the time, so.
True.
So you get 2 questions if you want further clarification.
That's true.
Okay. I don't care about Moyashimon. If I didn't, why would I watch Silver Spoon?
You like the characters getting second chances?
Mm-hmm.
This kind of falls in that line. He goes where he kind of leaves what he knew behind and does something new and kind of gets a second chance to reinvent himself in a way.
Okay. I'll give it a shot. Point for you.
Woohoo! All right, you ready, Arrow?
Boo. Okay.
Arrow chose Watamote, or I'll let you say the entire title there, Arrow.
Okay, so 3, 2, 1. So Watsumote is essentially about a little girl, a high school girl, who's she's an anime otaku just like we are. Except the problem is that she has this inability to essentially communicate with others. Whenever she tries to talk to someone, she always comes out in a very whimper or whisper, and she just can't be outgoing like she wants to be. Every single time, she always starts in a denial case saying, it's not my fault. Oh, it's always someone else's fault that they're popular and it's just that you're overshadowing me or something like that. But whenever she does try to reinvent herself, usually bad things would happen, such as she would say something really awkward or embarrass herself in public or even just downright make a fool of herself or even hurting herself in the process. It's a very cute comedy in which she tries to get out of her bubble, but whenever she does, it just always ends up as
That's
a
it, Arrow. Perfect timing.
Okay, now I've got a logistical question. If I already watched Watamote, does that mean you get a free point?
Wait, you're watching it? That wasn't on the list. What was it? Oh, well, DQ then.
No, you didn't. You did not give it. You were watching Love Lab, Railgun, Eccentric Family, Rosin.
Oh no! I messed you guys up.
I kept track of the list.
Oh damn!
Oh, that's a free point for Arrow. We'll call that a
Yes.
Okay, so you guys are a draw. Yes, Arrow, you were so convincing that I would have watched it anyway. So.
He's giving him the sympathy point.
Hey. That's still a point.
All right. So next up for you.
Yes.
C3 Boo, Arrow.
Stella C3 Boo.
All right.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
So Stella C3 Boo essentially falls around 5 cute girls playing airsoft. You may want to think of, or you may try to think of this as K-On, but with airsoft. Instead, think of it more as like 5 girls who are just very done otaku, and they're just living out their everyday lives, essentially just playing airsoft. The main character herself, this is where the second chance comes in, because literally the first 3 episodes is about her trying to reinvent herself, and the 4th episode, by the glory of Gynax, just shows how much she's willing to take the initiative and actually literally change the world around her so that she can reinvent herself. Very uplifting, very awesome, very out of this world. I wouldn't say it's Gynax too far,
Time.
but it's fucking awesome.
Questions, huh?
Yes.
Questions.
Well, okay. So when you said that she kind of remakes the world, something like that. Can you give a little bit more detail?
Episode 4.
I
Okay,
just
so it's
okay.
so without, let's just say it like this: she has a very overactive imagination,
Mhm.
and so during the series, she realizes that she's always having these fantasies, but she never actually has the chance to live up to those fantasies, especially during the middle of the gunplay or during the gunfights themselves. Um, it's almost like having a Vietnam flashback, but just like 1,000 times more adorable. Uh, but but essentially, after a key turning point, she realizes that she doesn't want to just simply live or try to think of these fantasies. She wants to live those fantasies out.
So, Arrow, since you had to spend an additional 45 seconds explaining the show.
No, I didn't because I answered his question.
You know what? Okay. Oh, okay.
No, keep going. No, keep going. Keep going. I'll let you answer. 2DT, go for it.
Oh, no, it's just
Still got one.
that saying that episode 4 is so awesome. It really gets my curiosity going. So so I will say, I'm so sorry. I don't know if this is going to be a good game. I'm going to say yes to everything. But yeah, I think I will.
Oh, that's funny. All right, so
Okay.
next up.
Now that he's awarded the point, let me at least say this. Hands down, probably like my third favorite show of the season, behind 2 sequels. So that says a lot.
It's not a terrible show. It's pretty enjoyable. The 4th episode, definitely, when she kind of goes into her own little world, was interesting.
Sure, I tried it. That was a flip up my part. We should not talk about it.
Okay. All right. I've had people telling me that I should watch it too, so I'll do it. I'll do it.
Yes.
You've won.
All right, next up.
This battle.
Oh, I chose Servant Service. That's right. Okay, so let me get the timer up. Ready? So Servant Service is about 3 fresh out of college graduates who go and begin work in a public servant's office. They're working for, I think, in a social welfare office, essentially. It's a comedy show based around their interactions. So there's little segments here and there. Jokes abound. We have emoto jokes. We have big boob jokes. We just have fun characters. We have one girl who, the whole reason she joined the public servant office is she wanted to get back at the guy who allowed her parents to give her 30 first names. Just etc. It's good comedy. If you've ever had a big company job or ever worked for public sector, it especially hits a note. But it's just a good, clean comedy show, much along the lines of working. So I guess that's about it.
Okay, the first question is, if I could not finish working, how is servant service a little different from that?
I have no idea because I've never seen working either. I'm just
Ooh, nice answer. Okay.
So, personally, I enjoy it just because I get some of I get some of the office humor kind of things, so I find that enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
It's got some cliche little soon little sister jokes in there that are they can be funny at times, and it's just I guess it's one of those that's enjoyable humor. It's humor I can get. It's not like what was that one show that came out a while back where it was very localized humor.
Joshiraku?
Yeah, Joshiraku. Could not get the humor in that because I didn't understand the culture a lot behind a lot of the jokes, right? This show, I think the generic is the jokes are not so localized. So I think the appeal is there. There's a wider appeal to the jokes.
Hey, Joe.
Yes.
Since I like the show, could we tag team this one?
Go for it.
Okay.
I know, I did
think of it as
this one from you.
No, don't worry about it. Think of it as like this. Since all the characters are all college graduates.
Fresh college graduates. Yeah.
Fresh college graduates. They're more or less associated with our age group. So the jokes themselves are more directed towards a mature audience as opposed to working, which dealt with a lot of high schoolers.
That's true. That's true. So the joke level's brought up a bit.
I'm sorry. I really don't think I want to watch that one.
That's fine. I will admit
I'm so sorry.
Dropped it after 2 or 3 episodes. I get the humor is a little, like I said, a little more mature, so it's a deal.
That's a bad burn, Joe. Oh my gosh.
What? I'm trying to burn. I'm just saying. compared to something like Joshua Rock or Working. Yeah. All right. So moving on.
Okay.
I think I'm next up again, aren't I?
Yeah.
Oh, then Chicken. Did you ever read the manga or seen the first season? Ask that question first.
Oh, yeah, no, I love it.
Huh? Oh, so why don't I even give the pitch?
Shh. Well, give the pitch.
Give the pitch.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I do need to be sold on this one. So
You do have to be sold. All right.
yes, I do.
So the timer is too loud. If you give me a countdown there, Arrow.
Go.
All right. So the second season of Chicken follows continuation of the first season. Follows the humor and comedy of a group of people that are manga otakus. We have a cross-dresser who is hard to discern from being male and female. The perfect trap. We have the president who is in process of generating her own manga. And we get jokes abound sort of between these groups. Oh, hard to sell on this one because I don't know. Yeah. Anyways. What else? So it's a good continuation of the first season. It's funny. It's humorous. I'm not selling this very well because I don't know what to say.
You got 5 seconds, so.
It's college-oriented. I don't know. I'm not doing a good job on this one. I don't know why I chose it. I had something in mind before, and I've just locked up. I know. I locked up.
Yeah, well, I guess based on the pitch alone, I can't say I would watch that.
I know. I did a terrible pitch.
It's
I'm
okay.
trying to think of how to...
It happens.
It's a problem. Go for it. Okay, Arrow.
All right.
You've got Kamisama.
So, Kamisama no Inai Nichiyobi. So, a Sunday without God.
I know absolutely nothing about this one, so.
All right.
Brilliant! All right.
Go for it.
3, 2, 1. So, A Sunday Without God essentially takes place about 20 years from present day. One day, God essentially came in and said, hey, heaven and hell are filled, so therefore, that's it. We're done. And the consequences that follow is that apparently nobody can die. Or at least, if their arms are cut off, if their heart stops beating, they turn into zombies, essentially. And so what happens is that there was a girl whose mother essentially raised her to be a grave digger, in which she's supposed to take people who want to die and put them at rest so they can finally achieve peace. So now it's about this girl going around the countryside trying to essentially save humanity from God's Sid.
Wow.
That's time.
Interesting.
It's deep, yo.
Okay, let me ask, what's the main character like?
So the main character is a 12-year-old girl, so a lot of people say she's lolly, I say she's young. She's very hyperactive, not necessarily naive, but she's very optimistic about the world around her. And essentially, despite what other people are telling her, saying how corrupt or how there's a lot of bad people out there, she willingly seeks to find the good within man. So.
Second question.
Okay.
Is there any action?
As far as by action, there's probably like 5 seconds worth of like 5 scenes. There are tense moments where guns are shown, brandished essentially, and people eventually do die. But the action is not necessarily focused, the story's focus isn't necessarily in the action, but in essentially the standoffs and the consequences that follow through those standoffs.
Okay, so it's not like zombie hunting kind of.
Oh no. By zombie I mean you look and you act exactly the same as if nothing had happened, except say you were shot in the face. You would walk around as if nothing happened. You would feel no pain for it whatsoever. You're dead, but your soul hasn't left the body.
I'll try it.
Yes.
Yeah, Fosh doesn't give you much credit with this one there, Arrow. He said is pretty dumb.
She's young. She's a young girl. What do you expect? She was a young girl raised in a sheltered village.
Yeah, there's a lot of naivety there, that's for sure.
That's true. But so since a lot of people really don't know about the series, the 3-episode rule apparently is really common among anime fans. I'm learning this now. This is actually the perfect test for this show.
That's true, because the 3 episode was a complete arc. It could have been an OVA series, the first 3.
Yeah. You think by the end of the 3rd episode, it's like, wow, okay, series is over. Just if you don't like those first 3 episodes, then
Yeah,
you're
that's
done.
one thing they did right with that one. I'll say is that they made the first 3 a complete, succinct arc that honestly probably should have just been an OVA, and then they could have done the series later. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
All right, so Arrow, you get the point.
Yay.
Yeah. 2 more, right?
2 more.
all right. You're next up. Oh no, it's
Okay.
me. How is it me?
No, it's me. It's me. We snake.
I know I screwed up on the animation, so I'll flip over. So go for it.
Okay, so because I already won 3-1 at this point, I'm gonna do a victory lap. So the show that I picked is called. Wait, Joe, can you show it so that everyone can read this? There you go.
It is. Oh, yeah,
The show
the snaking got screwed up. So go.
So Zenki Seisho Sinfo Gear G in the distance that day when the star became music. I know I'm totally throwing this out there. It's a sequel to a series that aired last year, but I will say this: the series aired last year. I put down actually as the most underrated show of 2012. The sequel itself is millions times better, improved animation, improved story, improved everything. It's series that wins the most improved title from season to season. The campiness is the beautiful part. You get a Mizuki Nana duet with Hisaka Yoko. You get Aoi Yuki doing Bruce Lee impersonations. You get Kayano Ai singing death metal. There's nothing more I can ask from the series, and yet it just keeps delivering and delivering and delivering. Absolutely one of my favorite shows of the season. Probably behind Monogatari's second season, just because I'm a fanboy. This show is brilliant to its core.
Do I have to have seen the first one?
Yes, but I'm essentially telling you to watch the first season.
If you haven't seen the first season, the second season doesn't make as much sense. They don't do any background to start it off.
I know. The only reason why I picked the show is because I knew I would win.
Oh, whatever.
Oh my goodness.
But in all honesty, the real reason why I chose this show is because, as I said before, the first season is what I consider the most underrated show of 2012. It is absolutely phenomenal, and everyone who I've convinced to at least try it has finished it and was thoroughly entertained. So essentially what I'm telling you is to go back and watch the first season so that you can really appreciate the second season. Again, Hisaka Yoko and Mizuki Nana have a duet. Aoi Yuki impersonates Bruce Lee. Kayano Ai, the most softest voice, probably second to Hanakana, sings death metal.
I cannot give the point because I will not guarantee that I'll watch it, but I will do my research. I'll do my research on this one. It sounds very interesting.
So good.
That's fun. One more, right?
One more.
Yep. That's true.
So the last one is Gatchaman Crowds. If you haven't heard of that already, I'd be worried for UD.
Well, you know what it is? I've seen. Okay, so I got to tell you the truth. I only saw one episode of it.
Okay.
And I saw people raving about it. People raving, and I don't see it yet. And then another friend I talked to, she wasn't very impressed by it either. So this one might be an uphill battle.
So we'll just kind of go through it, and I'll discuss how about my point of view on this. We won't go the pitch.
Yes, please.
So while it has the Gatchaman name, it definitely isn't anything like what I would think is the previous Gatchaman series. It does have a Sentai-type format where you have 5 characters that represent some sort of power team, much like Power Rangers or something like that. The main character is, personally for me, annoying. I'm not sold on her personality at all. But when you look at the characters as a whole, everybody's very dramatic in their personalities. They all fit into very extreme segments. Does that make sense? They all represent a very extreme personality profile. So in that regards, all the characters have a different reflection on the team as a whole. The series is animated very colorfully. You have lots of bright colors in contrast with dark colors. from a visual aesthetics, it's very pleasing to the eye, I think, because you have a lot of contrast, a lot of things happening. In these first 3 episodes, still don't know what to make of the plot yet. They've thrown a lot of things out there, but they really haven't focused on what the true enemy is yet. The enemy is still a mystery. We don't know what the Gatchaman are truly trying to fight yet. They keep throwing and mixing in a lot of different things. But one of the most interesting things in Gatchaman Crowds is the Gatchaman themselves. It's this software called Galax.
Okay.
Think of it as like Facebook, Twitter, and Foursquare all mixed into one app. Let's say there's an emergency, right? Somebody says I need a doctor or something. They type it into Galax, and it through your own submission of personal information, like people, it'll go out and ping somebody and say, hey, this person needs a doctor. And people through their own volition are willing to help, pay it forward kind of thing. They're willing to come and help. It's a very interesting technology thing. Acosta did a brief 3-minute talk on it. And I think for me, that's one of the most interesting side topics that just really isn't being addressed, or isn't just as much, or is going to be addressed more in the show, that just kind of completes the whole series. So extreme visuals between darks and lights, brights, and the whole good versus evil is reinforced through dark colors, light colors. Or that's not even true entirely either. But there's this whole color palette combined with very extreme contrasting personalities, and then combined with an interesting back-end technology, make it something that, even if at first glance it may not be appealing, but there's just something on right at the edge that could just push over the edge to being, wow, that's cool. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess I could just
I think
watch
it's a
a
show
little
you
bit
have
more.
to be patient with, because I think the payoff is coming.
Payoff. That's the
That's
thing.
a
It's
terrible
always
word to say, but I think
well, no, it's like no, go on. Sorry.
I was saying, it's that big, oh crap, now I get it kind of moment is coming.
Mm-hmm. I think that's why people do 3-episode tests. But I just feel life is so short. Life is so short and so precious. But it seems full on it, so
Like I said, I'm a big fan of sci-fi. I like my superhero shows. Sentai, I have a sweet spot for Sentai shows.
okay.
So,
I'll give it.
like Majestic Prince. I don't know if you've watched any of that.
That's another one that everyone raves about.
I think it's. I don't know if everyone raves about it. I think it's underappreciated. I don't think enough people are watching it. It's still a similar thing. It has a Sentai type format. You've got 5 characters there that form a team.
Joe,
Huh?
can I tell you a secret?
Yes.
Please don't hate me. I don't actually like sci-fi that much.
I know you don't. I know. I've seen what you watch, and it's definitely not anywhere near your list.
You don't hate me, right?
No, I don't. Everybody has their interest. I still appreciate Arrow despite his love of Idolmaster.
I don't see why you hate Idolmaster.
I love Idolmaster. Excuse me.
I'm just giving him a hard time because everything always comes back to Idolmaster for Arrow.
Well, because it's legit. It changed my life.
But yeah, like I said, but there's more going on in the show, like Majestic Prince, than just the sci-fi aspect. There's a lot of subtle plots to there. Like there's this certain depressing tone. These kids, this is something they mentioned in the first few episodes, but these kids have their memories prior to age 14 completely wiped, and then they're rebuilt at high school, so to speak, to guide robots. And there's always this sad tone about, oh, man, I wish I knew my parents, and things like that kind of contrast their combat. It's a very interesting show.
You're talking about Majestic Prince, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you went back to Gatchaman for a second.
No, Gatchaman is
Yeah, I think we're done with the game. Arrow, you have won.
All right.
I know. But let me at least end the game with this note.
Okay.
If you're not digging Gatchaman Crowds, you could totally be finishing Bakemonogatari. Which I convinced Joe to watch, and Joe likes.
You didn't have to convince me to watch it. I blogged with
I will at least
Ghost
do
Lightning. He was a huge Monogatari fan.
That's true, he was. But I'll at least do episode 12.
Yeah, actually, I want to know your perspective, because Min made a point of this, is that most people, they had to grind through the first 11 episodes in order to get the payoff that we call episode 12. So, for you to just go 1, 2, 12, it's like all of Senjogahara. That's the only Senjogahara moments in Bake, so.
I'll do it. Yeah, I will definitely do it.
I really want to hear your thoughts on this. So.
Okay.
All right, so I think we're all done. Final thoughts, guys?
You go first.
I'll go first. So I went back and looked at my Anime Planet list, and I have seen All My Goddess. I've only seen the original 5 OVA episodes. But do not remember at all her drinking Darjeeling tea.
Oh yeah, that they drink that in C3 Boo.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yes. I mean, I know I've already won that point, but still, they do drink that tea in C3 Boo. And Shiwa Saito is the one that serves it to them, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And-
Final thoughts. Right. Well, I feel that this season is perhaps a little quieter than seasons before, but I do think I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm talking about. Arrow, take away.
Take away. Okay, so for the guys who've missed it, Friday Anime Podcast went up last week, so be sure to check that one out. Yeah, if you need a little more convincing on or understanding of what Gatchaman Crowd is all about, don't listen to that podcast. But yeah, so yeah, expect one next week as well, and hopefully I can get 2DT to come on one of these in the near future as well. So
Sure, maybe that might be fun. Oh, okay, I got it. I got a good last thought. Okay, so this season I feel is. I lost it. Oh my god, I'm so terrible. I'm so sorry, guys.
Is it underwhelming?
No. It's more this feeling of everything. I feel even the shows that I don't like, they have something to say, and I feel that is actually the secret of good anime.
So that there's like an actual message to them besides just telling the story.
I think so. That's at least what draws me into a really good show, and I think that's what makes things last. I think this might be a season where things last, even if they're not immediately impressive. Yeah, that's a good last thought. Okay.
Alrighty. So you can find this show and others at the website listed there, audiolog.wordpress.com. We have podcast feeds. This gets recorded to YouTube later as well as the Ustream channel. And if you'd like to join us, like 2DT did, you can send us an email. And that's it, guys.
Are we off?
Nope. Say goodbye.
Oh. Bye, guys.
Bye.